If you like to bring your groceries home in a plastic bag, you might want to enjoy that while it lasts. Canada's biggest city has now banned the bags, and Vancouver wants to be next. It'll need permission from the province first. And a major Vancouver Island grocery chain, which was a no-plastic pioneer, is hoping that an outright ban will convince customers finally that reusable is the way to go. CTV's Stephen Andrew joins us now with more on that. Stephen.
Hudson, the vote to ban plastic in Toronto passed on a slim majority, but it's a decision that now has a number of municipalities across the country talking. It started with a move to scrap a 5-cent tax on grocery bags. But Toronto is now banning plastic shopping bags completely.
Heaven knows what the future brings here, whether there's lawsuits against the city or whether there's going to be an upheaval by the residents, whether in fact it's going to have any bearing on the waste situation at all.
It's an environmental mess. 250 million end up from Toronto citizens in our landfill every year.
The ban is set to go into effect next year, making Toronto the first bag-free city in Canada. Members of the plastic industry are warning that the move could affect thousands of jobs. Environmental groups say it's a step in the right direction. Vancouver, though, is unfazed and wants to follow Toronto's lead.
I mean, we are committed to reducing waste. We'd like to see 80% of waste diverted, which is a substantial goal, and plastic bags are going to be part of that.
But before that can happen, the provincial government would need to give Vancouver the legal authority for the ban.
If we decide we want to deal with it, it's something that we hope we'll deal with within the next years.
An outright ban on plastic bags is a move welcomed by Thrifty Foods.
This helps overall ensure that we reinforce the message that reusable bags are really the option, the long-term option for the sake of our children's generations.
Since July 2009, Thrifty Foods has stopped handing out plastic bags and has been offering many options of reusable bags. And so far, that campaign appears to be working. The company says 40% of its customers are now bringing in their own bags. Thrifty says that means 27 million bags from its stores are no longer going into the landfill every year. But despite municipalities across the country considering similar bans, Victoria is taking a wait-and-see approach.
We have, say, a grocery store that has shops in every municipality. Is it advantageous for it to only be out to enforce it in one municipality and not in the others?
Toronto believes you have to start somewhere. And beginning January 1st, 2013, it will learn if shoppers in Canada's largest city agree. Now, one of the arguments, Hudson, being raised not to ban plastic bags in stores. The bags are reused for garbage, and banning them would increase the sale of plastic garbage bags. Now, Thrifty Foods says it saw a slight increase in the sale of garbage bags after it stopped handing out the free shopping bags, but those sales, too, have dropped. Hudson?
It's not a bad idea, but you know, a lot of people will tell you the bags are one thing, but whose idea was it to put everything in clear plastic cases at the grocery store, too? I mean, that's a lot of plastic to take home.
It is, you know, and it's one of the biggest complaints that the environmental groups have had over the years is that these companies need to reduce the amount of packaging, and I guess this is the first step going after the consumer and the frontline retailers to make sure that they do reduce the amount of plastic in our landfill.
All right, Stephen Andrew back from vacation. Nice to see you.
You too.